Welcome, true seekers, to the Tarot Temple here at Spirit Vibes. I am back with another work and money for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising on the cusp. If you fit this description, please stick around. The forecast may pertain to you. However, if the messages don't fit, please quit. With that being said, remember to give all vids a thumbs and to check the description box on ways to reach out to me as well as how to make a purchase. With that being said, I am now ready to relay your messages from source through me to you for work and money for the week of July 5th into July the 11th. Prepare, relax, enjoy, and stay woke. Welcome back to the Tarot Temple. One more again, master teachers for your work and money. Before I begin, I want to let you know that Libra and Taurus will be receiving the Love Edition. So you may want to check that out if Libra and Taurus or Taurus is strong in your chart. If you want to just cross-watch, the Libras actually surpassed Virgo in the past work and money. So I'm making up for that with them. So check that out. Also, if you are interested in Libra, check that out as well as a commemoration to a loved one that I lost. We just laid her to rest yesterday, my OG. If you would like to just check that out, just because I want you to, for her, in memory of Rochelle. Okay, is there anything else I need to tell you? Hold one moment, let me adjust my camera. Okay, so I am back. Master teachers, I was recording and then I got an interruption and I ended up losing the recording that I was like about 6 minutes into. So I decided to keep the spread and just start over as is. Okay, and I'm sure you understand that. It's not the first time this has happened. It always seems to happen to Capricorn. Something always seems to happen to Capricorns. I guess the universe has you at a higher status. Okay, you're a master teacher. Okay, so maybe I don't have to do all the extras for you as I have to do for other signs. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into this forecast for work and money. Overall, it's the Six of Swords, and that is based on the Ace of Swords. And what you can expect is the Ace of Scepters. That is stemming from the Horseman of Blade or Sword, with the outcome of the Ten of Blade or Swords. Conflict and a challenge we will discuss in a moment. The underlying energy is the Empress. Okay, every woman. Okay, all eyes on her, all eyes on you. Okay. Okay, and I'm hearing what's fulfilling. That wasn't the message that I got the first time, but it was similar to that. But what's fulfilling? What's fulfilling? Because she has everything. This is Mother Earth. She is everything. She is plentiful. She is the bounty. She is the harvest. She is the sustainer of life. Okay, she is the creator. Okay, and she bursts everything she creates herself. Okay, she gives a natural birth to everything she creates. Whereas the man God, the masculine God, makes or creates with his hands everything. She bursts everything. So you can decide whether or not you were created by hands or if you were birthed into existence. I was birthed. Okay, nobody carved me like Pinocchio. I don't know why I have to tell you that, master teachers, but you always seem to get that archaic kind of thinking from me. Like you do. Other signs don't get this kind of stuff. They may get preached to. Okay, they may get teached to, because I don't preach, I teach, right? Master teachers, overall, you are trying to move away from something based on some truth or trying to get to the bottom of some truth, or based on something you've been told. I don't know if somebody hinted at you or left you a message, or it came through somebody else. Okay? And you got to get this off your mind. You got to get to the bottom of it. You want some clarity this week. You may be even asking somebody to holler back at you about this. Because this is mental energy. This is energy that has to be thought through. But this is more about overall wanting to find out how to handle this truth, or find out how to handle this thing that you believe is a possible truth, or it could be true, but it's true. I'm telling you now. I don't know if it's true for you or somebody else. But getting to the bottom, finding out how to handle it is really the issue here. How do you want to handle that? How do you want to handle this truth? Sometimes it's hard to handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. That's why homeboy went through all of that in that courtroom and through good men. Yeah. But I said that all of this escaping and trying to figure out the reason for something, or how to handle it, you want to get this off your plate, is stemming from the Horseman of Scepters. Now this may came through to you through email or text or regular mail, I don't know. This, as you know, to me, this deals with transactions and commitment. In this card, there's commitment involved in this. And you may have had to spend money on this, or you may be earning money from this, right? Some of you, this was delivered to you. This is a delivery, or it was delivered to you. Now, some of you, this was written, like when I say that text, email, or it could have been said. Well, this was written. I keep feeling like this was written. It's stemming from a commitment. This commitment, money was involved. This is a transaction. You paid for this. You paid for this. Let's find out the reason. Capricorn. Because anytime the horsemen of spade or scepters or swords, whatever you want to call it, it's generally good energy. This is something that pays off or works for you, you know, because it could be as simple as going to the grocery store, doing a trade, or buying a car, selling a car. You know what I'm saying? This is buying and selling. This is buying and selling. This may be pertaining to the job that you do, or your work. Now, maybe this is what you do for a living, you know. Trade and sell, you know what I'm saying? Barter or whatever. What's the reason for this horseman in this? Because it's definitely a choice. I'm seeing a choice is having to be made, or had to have been made regarding this. We got the back of the bus. This was in somebody else's reading. So some of you are trying to put a cap on your finances, and public transportation may be an option here, or you had to take public transportation. Like, did I say that this had been about, could have been about a sale? Some of you, something about the back of the bus. For some of you, this could be pertaining to travel, like a RV. Some of you may want to buy an RV, got beds and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you want to hit the road and you're thinking about purchasing this RV. Okay? Some of you, you want to move away for a little while anyway, and you're thinking about, we're not talking about capping, like capping your finances. It's got something to do with, you know, the most that you're going to pay, the most that you're going to spend, right? So some of you, this is about transportation, or RV, even some kind of bus for travel. This is for travel. Give me one moment. Let me check my nail. I'm sorry I have to do this, y'all. I got a little start. So, yeah, master teachers, some of you are getting ready to turn up the notch a little bit. I think that some of you want to be world travelers. You want to, I'm hearing like a, I don't know why she's saying longevity. A longevity trip, so just mean you want to go, look like you want to travel around. You want to travel around for a while. For some of you, it's definitely about getting out of a troubled area. Because you know something's not right. Some bit of truth came through. You had to get to the bottom of this. You had to see the truth. Some of you had to, and this, to me, this feels like Capricorn energy. Even though they may be giving it to, but this is Capricorn energy. Okay. You had to see this, something, you had to see this clearly. You saw this clearly. This could have been a transaction somebody else did, though, and you were able to see something. You were able to see clearly what you should do through somebody else, and what you can expect is an approval. Some of you just going to spring into action. Some of you, this is springing into action. You know, actually, some of you, this is an announcement. You will be announcing something based on some clarity that you received. You're going to announce this. This could be about a trip, you know, like a paid trip, like a group trip. And you're looking at this, and you're thinking about this, you're spotting this. And somebody is worried about being spotted on the bus. I don't know why. Somebody didn't want to be spotted. They was out handling some business transaction. Some decision had to be made, and they did not want to be spotted. That's what it was. They didn't want to be spotted. That was the decision. They didn't want to be, for some reason. I don't know why. Just maybe you weren't ready to see the person, or was it your employer? I don't know. But for some of you, you spring into actions. For others, you are, this is Aries energy. This is your fire energy. Maybe you have that strongly in your chart. You're going to spring into action. Something's approved. Something comes through. And you hear that ding, that means my food is finished, and that's your outcome. It's a finish. You know, it's a tough finish to that line. This is almost like submission, having to give in, you know, having to figure out how to handle this, having to move away, you know, having to open up your mind to move. Some of you have to open up your mind to do this, to make this move. This could be an actual physical move. Let's find out what your conflict or your challenge is. The Six of Coins. Now, this is about being fair, or a person being fair. Okay? So it's about that transaction there. Maybe they weren't fair in the past. I don't know. But it's about, you know, doing for each other. You know what I'm saying? Equality. Balancing it out. Being on top of your game. Making sure everything is stacked up. Stacking cheese is a conflict. Let me tell you why stacking cheese is a conflict. Oftentimes stacking cheese is a conflict because you're not in a position to stack yet. You're in a situation of existing, and then you go from merely existing to learning how to survive. And then you go from learning how to survive to doing it from check to check until you're making it. There's levels to life. Some people are born in the higher levels, and then maybe they may drop down, and then they may not. You know, most people are born at lower levels and have to climb up. So there is, you know, layers to this shit. That's a conflict. Because you got to stack up. You got to stack your cheese up. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that everything is balanced, that things are fair. That's a conflict this week when it comes to work and money. So the conflict for some of you is the decision that's being made. Because maybe this equality, say for instance, you get approved for something stemming from this commitment, okay? Because this could be just a commitment that makes you money. Say you went and got a job, you got this money, you know, but the conflict being the Six of Pentacles, somebody may not feel it was a fair decision here. Could be about your pay, you know, like I'm not getting paid my worth, although it's approved, but you go on and you take it anyway. That's your outcome. That's a submission. You're going to be open to this. This is going to play on the brain. Let's see what your help will be. The Queen of Diamonds or Coins. Okay, so let me tell you what's going to help you here. Y'all know how I feel about the Queen of Coins. She's like one of the best managers, okay, outside of the Empress. She can do it all. But, you know, there's a saying that says self-preservation is the first law of nature. You have to learn how to take care of yourself. That's what's going to help. You're going to have to learn how to budget and manage. You're going to have to learn how to make things stretch, okay? So, say for instance, it's just you, okay? And say for instance, you buy a pizza, and say you got enough groceries for 3 days, but you got to go all week, right? And you go to fix meals. Don't go fixing a whole damn meal. You need to proportion those meals in a way where you can eat every day, okay? Because you may or may not know when your next check is coming. But you know you got to eat every day. So you should portion your foods to how you can handle your appetite and be sure that you can eat eat every day throughout the week. You see what I'm saying? Because with this purchase or this new job that you got, or, you know, I don't know, if somebody's slipping away, you have meager needs because somebody left. You're gonna have meager needs, so you're gonna have to learn how to stretch your goods. You know what I'm saying? You may have to eat by the servings. You know, you got to know how to stretch some things. You may not be able to get cable TV. You may be able to get the Wi-Fi, and you may have to watch TV on your phone. You see what I'm saying? Different things. Let's find out what your oracle message is for this week. Master teachers. What if there was no niggas, only master teachers? I stay woke. Stay woke, master teachers, because behold, all things are new. It's up to us now. All the greats are gone. And it's all new. Things are changing. And Jah himself told me this. Behold, all things are new. Okay? I am going to try to get... Ooh, look like y'all got the Mary Jane. It just popped out. You saw that? Underlining is... Oh, that shoe again. That little... So I'm hearing moon day net, regular income. This is about... Underneath this is about regular income. Boring, regular. You know how boring it is? You know, it don't look too good, do it? You know what I'm saying? It could be better. Couldn't it? That's underneath the oracle message. Then you get in Mary Jane again. High class stepping. You know, everybody like Mary Jane. People just like the name Mary Jane, right? They just like to see Mary Jane coming. Strut your stuff. I don't know what that means, why you can strutting your stuff. Straight on in there and get your job. Hold your head up high regardless of your circumstances. You know? Because red is about power and confidence and sex appeal. Ambition. You know? Let's see what your reflective is for this week's work and money. Straight on in there and do the work. Okay? Yeah, strut your stuff. Get busy. Get busy. Do the work. Let me see what's underneath this before I go. Oh, somebody's waiting to hear from you, or something will be delivered, or you're waiting for something to be delivered. Well, get to work. Strut your stuff. Get going. Get going. And look good doing it. And on that note, I'm going to close it here. Thank you so much, Master Teachers, for dropping into the Tarot Temple one more again for your work and money. And until the next one, peace and one love.